Well, look, I can tell you're so excited about this baby coming, Richard, but I think what we can say from yesterday was that the baby wasn't due between 12 p.m. and 1 p.m. because that was when Prince Harry was at the Anzac Day service yesterday.
I think I like Meghan, I like Harry, they seem terrific, I'm really pleased for them. I just don't quite understand the nation being on tenterhooks. It's like, at some point, we'll hear that she's had a baby, and then what? It's not like we're going to meet the baby. It's not like your sister's had a baby.
We can all rejoice. You said Kate was very excited, Chris, didn't you? And I presume that you meant me, but what about the other Kate? Because there's been a lot of talk and speculation in the papers this morning about the relationship between the Cambridges and the Sussex at the moment, and that Kate is trying to heal things.
Yeah, you know, these rumours of the sort of rift have been going on for some time. The truth of the matter is, actually, that the rift is between the brothers, between William and Harry. Whilst there's been acres of column inches talking about the fact that Meghan and Kate don't get on, and it's the women in the family that have not been seeing eye to eye, actually the problem has been between the two boys. It just so happens that Harry and William's has been going on for some time. It has been a bit of a problem, to the extent that sort of royal courtiers are now sort of admitting, yes, OK, they haven't really been getting on very well. And after they were here on Sunday, Easter Sunday, for that service in St George's Chapel behind me, William and Kate went round to Frogmore Cottage, that's Harry and Meghan's new place just down the road here, for a little meeting. I'm told it didn't last very long. Is that a sign they're trying to patch things up? Perhaps. But it's also a sign that things had got to a pretty bad state of affairs.
Sorry, Chris, I was fascinated by that. You're saying royal courtiers have admitted that they hadn't been getting on well. Is that a fact?
Well, listen, we've been hearing things for some considerable time that the two brothers, have fallen out. We don't know exactly what they've fallen out over. But, you know, families do have issues. This happens to be the royal family. They happen to live under this sort of magnifying glass. They are definitely going in their separate ways. They have their own separate families. But there has been an issue, and it's been going on for some time.
I mean, I have to say...
Did that meeting on Sunday resolve anything? We simply don't know.
I really like Meghan. I like Meghan and Harry. I just really like them. And
Have you met them?
I have. I met them both a few months ago. Yeah, I had a really nice chat. My son is at this school that she went to for many years. We had a chat about her old head teacher, but she's wonderful. I really liked her. But there is a lot of strange, and there are a lot of strange, almost conspiracy theories surrounding her all the time, isn't there? It's a strange...
It's hard for her, isn't it?
It is.
She's American coming into a very British family, a lot of pressure on her.
And she does get a lot of negative attention.
But I wanted to bring up that strange story, Chris, that the birth might already have happened. I think we can discount that as being nonsense.
Yeah, I think we can. I mean, there's also stories, you don't have to look very far on social media to find stories that they've made this pregnancy up and then actually it's all fake. I mean, listen, all we can say to you at the moment is that the birth is imminent. It is any day. What they're not telling us, and, you know, for perfectly understandable reasons, we have to be clear. I think as a nation, we expect the royals to share their baby news and every step of it with us. However, as we know, Harry and Meghan have decided to keep a lot of this much more private. When she's comfortably in labour, we'll be told when she's given birth to a boy or a girl, and then there will be a photo call of some sort some days afterwards. I don't think it will be very quickly after the birth, but some days afterwards there will be a photo call here, very small, very controlled, and very much arranged by the Sussexes themselves.
And Americans, well, you probably know more about this than me, are actually rather disappointed about that, aren't they? Because they were rather hoping for their sort of Hollywood royal moment on the steps with Meghan there, but it's her, apparently, that said, we won't do it that way. So come on, then, if we don't know exactly when, do we have any idea of names?
Chris, I think there's a couple of these. We can only go with bookies, right? We don't actually got any decent intel on this. Arthur... So my son is called Arthur, but there's quite short odds on the name Arthur. What are you hearing, Chris?
I mean, listen, you look at the bookies, there's Arthur, Philip for the boy, there's Elizabeth and Diana for the girls. I wonder where they got those ideas from. Yeah. But listen, I mean, and there was also lots of betting about whether it's a boy or a girl as well. Listen, I'll tell you something, it's a boy or a girl, and it will have a name. How the bookies decide how they find the odds in these things, I've absolutely
no idea. Let's stick with the realm of verifiable facts.
That's what we do
rather than pointless speculation. Yeah. Did you know, Chris, that in the old days, the Home Secretary used to attend royal births?
Yes, there's plenty of things that have happened in the past that are a lot stranger than what we get now when there is a new addition to the royal family. The difference this time is they're going to try and keep that much more low-key. OK, what's Harry now? He's number 6, so the baby would be number 7 in line to the throne. So, you know, not a future king. So therefore, they're trying to keep this much more under wraps and just much more private. And that's their personal decision, and one I think that both here and in America we all have to respect.
Good for them. Good for them. It's a look. I may not be on tenterhooks, but it's interesting, right? The subject is definitely interesting. In 1688, James II's wife gave birth before 42 witnesses to the arrival of James, Prince of Wales.
Oh, at that moment when you're giving birth.
Things were definitely weirder in the past.
That is really strange.
Weren't they?
Was that just to check? I think there was a lot of it was to do with checking.
It was to do with, they're not going to smuggle in their mistress's
swapped.
baby, or that was genuinely the idea.
Wow.
Chris, that was a wonderful, fascinating conversation. Thank you very much.
You'd feel like you were giving a performance, wouldn't you, if you were giving birth in front of 42 people?
Yeah.
I'm sure I'd have fancied that.
Not fancy that at all.